So my name is Emmanuel, Oaikhenan. I currently work at OSCAFEST, HQ, Developer Relations, right? And today we're going to be looking at the primer on blockchain data. And then these are the contents that we are going to be taking a look at today. We'll begin with the history of the web, going over the evolution of the web, of web 1 to 2 to 3, right? And then that's on web 1 and 3. Take a look at the blockchain data, and then blockchain data basically are transactions here, and then we'll understand what transactions are and we'll simplify the transaction. So jumping right into it, to put up data, you have to pay for that, right? To get data, get requests are basically free, but like post data, you would have to pay, right? That is why it is generally regarded as a token economy in very general sense. And data on Web 2 versus Web 3. Typically, very subtle differences, but like I said, the Web 3 is not like some new internet, right? A lot of people in here already know these things, so we'll just brush through them. For data on Web 3, they exist on central servers, and these servers could be distributed. And then I'm just going to quickly use the word that I know a lot of people in here must have heard. This data on the Web 2, it's not decentralized, it could be distributed. Right? In very simple terms, you have a server that holds information, right? And then that server could have a copy of the data on it distributed across different locations. So what that means is that you could have a server in Asia, a server in the UK, a server in the US. If at any time any of these servers are down, you would still be able to access the data. And then on the Web 2, data is free to upload, and then it is free to store as well. And it can be edited, it can be deleted. The owner of the servers can access your data at any time or kick you out of their own platform. But on the Web 3, all information exists on decentralized servers. These servers are not distributed. When I asked earlier how many people understand what the blockchain is, I really don't know if you guys will have played the hell out of me when everybody still stood up. But I hope not, because this session is not basically to explain what the blockchain is. Right? So are we in agreement that I can move on and not explain what the blockchain is? Yes. Thank you guys very much. So data on the Web 3, you have to pay to upload and also to store data. That is why it's basically regarded as a token economy, right? It cannot be edited, it cannot be deleted. And at the same time, you as the owner of that data, you are the only one that has access and codes to it. So these are just visual illustrations, yeah. The Web 2, there's a central authority and then it can be editable. And you have different users connected to their data on the central server, and they can extract it and update as they wish. So this is Web 3, right? It is decentralized in the sense that different nodes exist and then they hold a copy of the same ledger records, right? Anybody can access it. The data there is verifiable, it is open, but it is trusted in post. So when I said earlier that the blockchain is not a one pill fixes all, there is this general notion that every information on the blockchain is trusted. But there's a certain nuance to that. Maybe there's a smart contract where a person, first of all, enters their name on the ledger to the Adam. Right? And then by the second block, they make another transaction and then update, send a new state change and then update the name to Eve, right? That does not mean that that data cannot be trusted, so to speak. It is actually data, so whatever you make of it is yours. So the blockchain does not exist to like make you believe if data is right or wrong. It just shows you a log of the records, and then you can then decide what to pick from it. So let's say we have blockchain data created. So every data on chain is created by communication between addresses, right? Either you are buying tokens, transferring tokens, making a swap, contributing to a DAO, or doing any of that, right? All of these interactions are regarded as transactions. Transactions on the blockchain. Where does it originate from? For this session, we are going to be looking at EVM chains, basically. All of this data from the chain, like from the EVM, is extracted via nodes, decentralized servers, right? And the very popular go-to resource that we use to understand what is happening on chain is usually Etherscan, right? And then all of this data still comes back to the user. So for the next part of the session, we are going to be looking at a couple of transactions on Etherscan. And then, like I did mention earlier, for every transaction, you typically would have to pay to upload, right? And whatever the transaction is, whether it's the transfer, the swap, a vote, or you even delegate your voting power for a DAO, you do that using a third-party service, right? Typically, the wallet, it could be a hardware wallet. So you could use your MetaMask, your Treasury, your Coinbase to like validate transactions, sign transactions, and all of that goes on chain, right? So this is where we get into the meat of the conversations while we are here. So typically, when you go on Etherscan and then you look up the transaction, so you have your transaction hash, your status, whether it's failed or it was a success, right? And then the block for which that particular transaction was mined, the timestamp that it was completed, the front address, the to address, the token transfer, the value, the fee, the gas price, and then the others. So we are going to be reviewing transactions one by one, right? And then we are just going to make this as interactive as possible. Those are the bags that have used Etherscan before. The gentleman in glasses, yes. All of this doesn't make much sense if we come here and then you guys are seated and all I do is like show you images. So what we are going to do right now is go on Etherscan and then just find one swap event, take a look at the transaction hash and destructure it. Is that fine? Yeah. Do we go ahead?
Yeah. Yes.
Over to you. Go on Etherscan, help us find a swap event, any swap event. Okay. But maybe it's like taking this session right now, so you can make it interactive and get everyone what's going on.
So currently on the site, let's just take a look at this transaction. This was 59 seconds ago.
He's trying to find out the swap transaction.
Second one.
Sorry, who said the second one? Hold on. Who said the second one? Oh, the lady in the glasses. Please clap for her. She's coming up, please. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So they asked for a swap event. Now this is the swap event. Somebody swapped a token. Now this is the transaction details, everything about it. Now you can see the transaction hash. This is the transaction hash, then this is the status, then this is the clock, then the timestamp when it was done, then the action. Then it is from this account it was swapped from to this one.
Yeah, please, can you round of applause for her, please? Like, roll over to go here, please step up. So, yeah, just come help us figure that out. Just explain to us what happened here.
Hello, everyone. So, the user minted an NFT, a file, and he interacted with the contract, a smart contract, a set of codes. So sorry, I can't find. So the value of the NFT is not stated, but the fee he paid is $28 to mint the NFT.
So guys, while you do this, you can like take photos of it as well and keep it. There's a feedback link that I would want you guys to please take a minute and then just do me the honor of filling it so that I can know how the session went. And please be as honest as you can possibly be. It's anonymous, so I wouldn't know where the responses are from. It's just for me to like get better at this and then know if you got value from this. So that's it. Thank you very much for coming to this session, and please meet someone that you didn't meet before you leave. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you so much.